Quite often, data in Excel is in the form of text. Therefore, you may want to be able to perform some operations on text in order to achieve the effect you want. In this video, we will go through some basic text functions in Microsoft Excel. In this example, let's assume that we have some email addresses that are formed like the first name dot last name at domain. We would like to keep these addresses in one column, but derive respective first and last names. First name will be the text that is in the start of each email address and goes until the dot, and last name will be the text that follows after the dot and is before the @ character. There are a number of ways to achieve our goal. One of them is to use the TEXTBEFORE and TEXTAFTER functions. As their name suggests, TEXTBEFORE returns the part of a text which is before a specific character. This fits very well to our scenario because the first name is the text before the dot. So in order to get the first name from the email, we need to type =, TEXTBEFORE, and then in parentheses provide the address to the cell we want to search, and after the comma provide a character that will be our delimiter. Please remember that depending on your original settings, you may need to use semicolon instead of the comma to separate arguments of functions in Excel. As you can see, Excel gets the first part of text without any problem. To get the last name, we have to get the text between the dot and the @ sign. The function to get the text after a character is textAfter. If we type the =, textAfter, and then in parentheses the address of the cell with the email address and the dot, we can see that Excel omits the part of the email address that is before the dot and the dot character itself and returns the rest. This is of course only partially good for our goal because we do not want to see the @ character and the domain name. As it was explained in one of our earlier Microsoft Excel videos, you can combine functions so that the value returned by one function is used as an argument for another function. Consequently, we can combine the TEXTAFTER and TEXTBEFORE functions. It is enough to use the value returned by the TEXTAFTER function as an argument for the TEXTBEFORE function and the @ sign as the argument to get the last name. Now, of course, names should begin with a capital letter. One way to achieve this is to use the proper function. This function will capitalize every word in the provided text. Another way to achieve the same effect is to use the left and mid functions together with find. The left function returns the first X characters of a text. In this line, the first name is 4 characters long, so we can type left, the address of the cell with the email address, and 4. This will, however, not work for the email address in the next line because the length of the first name is different. In order to work around this problem, we can use the find function. This function takes as one argument the text that is to be searched for, and the text to be searched through as another argument, and returns the position of that other text. If we then combine both functions, we can tell Excel to first find the position of the dot in the email address and then select all characters to the left of this position. We need to remember to deduct 1 from the number returned by the find function because we do not want to select the dot. Similarly, we can find the last name by using the mid function. It works similarly to the left function but returns X characters from the start position, where both the start position and the X are provided as arguments to this function. Consequently, we can combine the find and the mid functions to get the last name. The formula to do this is mid, the address of the cell with the email address, then find, the dot character, again the address of the cell with the email address, +1, because we do not want to get the dot. Okay, so here we have the starting position from where the mid function should start taking text. To find how long the text has to be, we have to find the position of the @ character and deduct the position of the dot character and 1 in order to get the correct length. This will be reflected by find, the @ character, and the address of the cell with the email address. From this, we have to deduct the value returned by find, the dot character, and the address of the cell with the email address -1. Please note that when text is provided as an argument to a function, it has to be enclosed with double quotation marks. If you want the names to be written with capital letters only, you can use the upper function. It does exactly this. It brings all characters as capital letters. By the way, the opposite of upper is lower. This function returns the text provided as argument with small letters. Also, the left function has its opposite function, and that is called right. It returns the x number of characters of a given text starting from the right. We hope that this video has given you a good start for using text functions in Microsoft Excel. Please check our other videos to learn more about various Office applications.